Jesse is a friend.
Did you see him in concert?
But lately something's
I asked him a
changed and it's
question.
hard to define.
Yes, I saw him in concert. He was drunk.
He was smoked.
And she's watching him with those eyes. And she's loving with that body. I just know it. And he's holding her in
This guy right here.
late at night. You know, I wish that I had Jesse's
Dr. Noah Drake
You know
on
what?
General Hospital. Dr. Noah Drake on General
You know
Hospital
what?
circa 1981. I love that man.
Hey Rick, stop scheming on my girl, bro. Go
No.
find your own girlfriend, man.
It's Jesse's girl.
What's this dude
not
out here
Rick's girl.
doing?
Oh my gosh. So, no, in the
Wasn't it
concert.
supposed to be Gary's girl?
That just doesn't have the right ring, right?
No, kinda, man.
So
I
I
know where
saw
Gary. Hey Gary, you get back.
it was a free concert down at Crown Center, and he's up there on the stage by himself with a bottle of wine and gets blottoed. Anyway, it was
All right, that's awesome. All right,
All right.
welcome back to No Legends, No Tomatoes.
That's us.
We're here to talk about Richmond
That's
and,
right.
and talk about Rick Springfield a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we're gonna start.
We're gonna start off with our bucket hat of questions because we know this is a favorite.
It's the only reason you watch. I understand.
No, it is. I mean, all three followers. I mean, Jesus, man, step
That
your
was our
game up.
winning personality.
That's hard. Okay.
Oh boy.
Do we have enough time? Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Oh, this
Go.
guy. This
What
guy. I am
a
so
fraud.
tired of his nonsense.
Go ahead. Hit.
No, listen.
Once I start, I'm never stopping.
Listen. Overrated.
25 chips, all right. This freaking guy. I've never seen such a clown fraud as this guy. First of all, their whole dynasty was built upon the tuck rule game against the
Who believe they playing against?
the Raiders
Oh.
and against Chucky, and that changed the fortune of the Oakland Raiders. And then here comes Bill Belichick. If they would have lost that game, do you know that Drew Bledsoe would have been starting that next year, and we never would have heard of Tom Brady, and maybe Bridget Moynihan would have been a little bit happier.
Oh, let's not. Okay, let's get to Richmond now. That's gone.
And
too
okay,
far.
are we done? Do I have to be done?
We're done talking about Pretty Boy.
This is
He's
a
not
bunch
even
of
that cute.
overrated.
Oh, it was torn up too. So what is Richmond? Richmond is
Richmond, Virginia.
another short track.
Yes, we have. This is a 3/4 mile.
D-shaped oval.
D-shaped oval.
D-shaped oval.
D-shaped oval. D-shaped oval. Shish boom bop.
We've been locked up in the cold
Yeah,
for too
that's
long.
it. Yeah, exactly. It's done.
Now this is considered a flat track. Why don't you tell the folks about that? Because there's really no.
There's
really
not a lot of banking.
banking.
It's like 14 degrees in the turns. Mostly it's 2 degrees on the back stretch,
That's
eight
not
degrees in that D-shaped oval. There's not a lot of straightaway in the front stretch. It's more like a continual turn in the 1 and 2, and then coming out of 3 and 4.
Hence the D shape.
Yeah, hence the D shape. This track, from a visual standpoint, even though it's smaller, it's going to kind of remind you of Phoenix, if it can be compared to any track. Flat banking, and it's a D-shaped oval as well.
Okay, so we're gonna do about 400 laps.
We are doing 400 laps at the Toyota Owners 400.
Oh, guess what that means? Domination.
Oh no, here he comes again, and it's probably no joke when we get into these stats.
Yeah, we'll get there in a minute.
So we're going. So we're going 400 laps, 300 miles. This race is going to be Saturday night. It's a night race, which is actually going to probably happen. It's actually probably not going to be rained out, so we should be good.
How fast do they go around?
These guys are probably clocking 22 second laps.
Okay.
So again, it's a little slower because the track's a little flatter.
Yeah. All right. So let's recap the last race here in the spring of 2017.
Ooh, boy.
So we had Matt Kenseth, Matt the Brat, who's no longer driving on the pole.
Where's that guy? Where are they hiding him at?
And he won stage 1.
Yeah.
And then comes stage 2, and you have Brad Keselowski showing his
here he comes
with a little Penske dominance.
Absolutely.
And then The winner of the race, beating out Brad, who finished second, was Joey Logano.
Yeah.
What happened with that win?
This place called the Research and Development Center by NASCAR, and there was a L1 penalty levied on that 20 team, and the race was deemed encumbered for them. Which
22 team.
Yeah, the 22 team, which NASCAR no longer uses the word encumbered, but essentially the win didn't count, and the team never recovered, and they did not make the chase.
They did not make the chase because when you win a race, you get locked into the chase as long as you finish in the top 30 in points.
Yeah.
He would have qualified, but for this encumbered win.
Yeah, and he would have probably been a force in the playoffs. There was a lot of teams breathing a sigh of relief that he didn't make it through. But again, the bigger theme is that's race 9. This is race of the season, and we've got this was 17 more races plus the playoffs. They never recovered.
No.
And so this year, going into Richmond, they're looking to bounce back. But also I want to talk about Brad Keselowski finished second last year in that race. He led 110 laps. Joey Logano actually only led 25 laps last year. The driver that led the most laps but didn't have anything to show for it was Matt Kenseth, who got caught up in something in the last stage. Ended up finishing 23rd.
So it happens sometimes.
Yep.
And so, and just to give you a flavor of how the race kind of runs, last year there was 9 cautions for 53 laps and 18 lead changes.
Yep.
And so let's talk about the top 10 drivers that run at this track over, the past.
Stats. You guys want to look at who's good here?
Kyle Busch. He has 25 starts with 4 wins, with 15 top 5s. And 18 top 10s, which if you look at that,
Gosh, he has an average. This guy's got an average finish here of 7.4.
That's right.
That is outstanding for 25 races.
Yeah, so he leads the current drivers. Daniel Suarez only has 2 starts, but he has an average finish of 9.5.
Yep.
Hamlin is another one with 3 wins.
Yeah, then Hamlin, he's a Virginia boy, so this is another kind of home track for him. He's won here 3 times. He's got 10 top 5s and 14 top 10s.
And Harvick has 3 wins.
Yeah, he's another one that's going to be tough here. And if you think about it, if you look at Kyle Busch, you look at Hamlin and Harvick, those guys are also good at Phoenix. If you look at the stats. And then also Clint Boyer, who also has 2 wins here.
That's right.
And Ryan Newman has 1 win here, and guess where else he's won a couple of times? Phoenix.
So it's some different people who you don't see up in this list for the first time. You don't see Jimmy
Where
Johnson.
is he at? This has got to be a typo. Let me look over here.
And you don't see Chase Elliott.
Wait a... Jeez, no one sees Chase Elliott right now.
Oh, come on. Okay, so then let's talk about qualifying this year. You were watching a little bit yesterday, and so we had... Oh, okay.
No, I'm not going to do it. NASCAR needs to do something about this qualifying and these guys playing games with the time clock, with the timing and when they go out and how they go out. But yes, I watched qualifying. They're taking the fun out of qualifying. But who's our pole winner?
Martin Truex Jr. And so, despite Chase Elliott not being in our drivers to watch, he did qualify second.
Yep.
Logano third, Hamlin fourth, Kyle Larson fifth,
Yep.
Kurt Busch sixth, Eric Jones seventh,
Big.
Jamie McMurray eighth, William Byron and Kevin Harvick round out the top 10. I don't even know where Kyle is.
This guy, yeah, Kyle had an issue in the first qualifying. He went a lap less on his tires, thinking that was going to be enough, and I think he ended up qualifying like 35th or something.
That's all right. I like to drive from the back.
Yeah, I mean he'll be at the front.
He'll be passing. He'll be driving like a clown.
He is going to be driving like he's going to be 3 wide by himself.
That's right. And so, so it's night racing. Have we had a night race yet? Or it kind of gone into night, but night racing is kind of fun because You see the sparks.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, and NASCAR, this was a day race, but the fans complained about it, and they brought it back to being a night race. So we're going to see how it turns out. Richmond it can be a racing track. I am not sure if they can duplicate what happened in Bristol last weekend, but I know they're going to give it a try. And
Maybe put that PB and J down again.
Yeah, on Wonder Bread to make the car stick. It should be an exciting race though. What else we got?
That's all I have.
All right, we're getting ready to go night race, and we're gonna lock this up. You guys make sure you guys tune in.
Follow us.
Yeah, follow us, please. I mean,
YouTube, No Onions, No Tomatoes podcast.
Is it really that hard? You guys follow us.
Facebook, No Onions, No Tomato podcast.
We're in the works. We have some gear coming. We have some things coming. Koozies, maybe some things in the works. And if people are following us, maybe they'll get some of those.
Maybe. Or maybe we'll just keep it all for ourselves.
That's right, because we're greedy. Greedy.
All right. I gotta go get ready for a night race.
And maybe 3 in a row?
Maybe 3 in a row, baby.
Unreal. Let's do it.
See you next week.